Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very simple, very creamy, and very delicious homemade mac and cheese recipe. Okay, so the ingredients we will be needing are 2 cups of milk. We'll need a 1/4 cup of butter. I'm using unsalted. Here I have for our spices a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Remember that if you want to add any other spices, it's totally up to you. It's your mac and cheese. You do what you like, but I'm showing you how I like to do it. And maybe you guys can try it, and maybe you will like these spices in your mac and cheese, but it's totally up to you. Put as much salt, as much pepper as you like, but these are the amounts that I usually use, so I just want to show you guys. So here I have a 1/4 cup of flour. In here I have 1 cup of table cream, 18% cream. Here we have 2.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and I also have 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. We also have some elbow macaroni here. I have 3 cups, and you're also going to be needing a saucepan, a small to medium sized saucepan, so we can make our sauce. And now we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so between low and medium heat, we are going to place our butter into our saucepan, and we're going to allow it to melt. And using a wooden spoon, we are going to just mix it here. Not really mixing, we're not really doing anything. I think I'm speeding the process, but really I'm not. It's doing the melting on its own, of course. And as soon as it's melted, we'll add in our flour. Alright, so once your butter has completely melted, you want to lower your temperature to low, and you're going to add in your flour. Once you add in your flour, you're going to mix, mix, mix until you no longer see any flour in your flour and butter mixture. It will become thick, which is totally normal. The sauce will thicken up here. And that's when you know, as you can see, that's when you know that you are ready to add in your milk and your cream. So now we'll add in our milk. And we'll add in our table cream. Now this table cream will add that extra creaminess to our mac and cheese. And we're going to continuously mix, making sure that you keep an eye on it, and you can bring your temperature back up to medium-low, and continuously stirring so your mixture does not stick to the bottom of your pan and start to burn. So now we'll continuously stir until it starts to thicken and gently bubble, and I will let you know when it's time to add in our spices. Okay, so while our sauce is slowly gently coming to a simmer, we still have a few minutes. So we are going to continuously keep an eye on our sauce, but you also want to fill a saucepan with water. Maybe have it prepared before you start your recipe, so all you have to do is put the stovetop on. But now I'm actually going to just add a generous pinch of salt to my water, and once it comes to a boil, I'll be adding in my macaroni, and we will be cooking that according to our package. Now you do want to cook it to al dente because you do not want it to become overcooked. Alright, so our sauce is warming up nicely. It's still very liquidy actually, which is perfectly fine. But as the mixture is warming up, we are now going to add in our spices and continue mixing. Okay, so now that our sauce has come to a gentle boil, you can close your stove, give it a nice stir here, and now we're going to add in our cheese. So I'm going to add it in half at a time. And also my macaroni has completely finished, like it is cooked now. And I'm going to drain it, and then we will finish the rest of our mac and cheese. Okay, so just stir in half. Look how delicious, creamy, and cheesy this is going to be. Oh my goodness. Now make sure as soon as it comes to a gentle boil and it starts to thicken perfectly that you close your stovetop and then add in your cheese. You don't want to scorch your sauce, so you want to make sure it's already turned off. Okay. We'll add in the remaining cheese. Right. Mix it again. And just keep mixing until you can see your cheese has completely melted into your mixture. It won't take long at all. It is gorgeous. It smells amazing. Oh my goodness, I cannot even tell you. And now would be the time if you want to adjust the salt. Now be careful with your salt because cheese is also very salty. So you want to make sure you taste it before adding in any extra spices. Alright, so as soon as I remove the water from my macaroni, I put it back into the saucepan that I originally boiled it in, and I added 1 full tablespoon of margarine. Now, if you don't have margarine, you can use butter. It doesn't matter, it's fine. But I like to use margarine because it's a little softer in texture and it'll make your macaroni perfectly soft, and also will allow it in the meantime while you're preparing everything. It will allow your macaroni not to stick to each other, and it's just perfect. As you can see, it melted in about 10 seconds, so I just mixed my macaroni around with the tablespoon of margarine, and now we're ready to bring in our sauce. So here we have it. We're just going to pour in our sauce. We're going to use our saucepan to mix everything together. Make sure your saucepan is big enough. Alright guys, so here you have it. Our perfectly creamy mac and cheese. It tastes so good. I can't even tell you. You must try it yourself. The spices, the amount of cheese, the combination of both cheeses is perfect. So please give this a try and let me know in the comments below what you thought about this recipe. And that's about it. So take care. See you next time. Bye everyone.